Anyway, this is AI is a ruler, not a helper by Z. Louis in AI and Society. This is their curmudgeon corner where, we've got like some AI researchers a lot of times, talking about stuff. You get a large portion of nice sushi for two people in was it MTL, that's Montreal, for $60. Yeah, like that's the thing. You can do that here too. Maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, I mean that's probably Canadian. So yeah, it's a little bit less. But like, yeah, but Montreal is not cheap either. Okay. So let's see what this is about. When you search, do you notice the number written just below the Omni box of Google search? It is the time taken by Google's query processor to find the relevant web pages. Can you now, Vipers? How do you do that? Do you have a poll? Generally, hundreds of millions of searching results can be gotten in less than 1 second. This speed is 10 million times faster than the average reaction time for humans. People are genuinely convinced of the power of machines' intelligence. There are insightful blog posts and commentary about the human-machine relationship. It suggests by mankind itself that people should trust machines more than human government. What? Just because it's fast doesn't make it good. And wow, Irish, wow, all right. Because in contrast to mankind, machines are too powerful to be wrong. All right, these people are just making fun of us now. Too powerful to be wrong. The public opinion trend displays growing support for the viewpoint. Even so, machines remain under human control. We just see these powerful machines as a tool for making our life more easy and convenient. Back in the day, plagiarism was difficult to detect by the editorial peer review process itself. In academia, application for plagiarism checking software becomes increasingly popular. After 2010, it saw the rapid proliferation of use of automated duplication checking software in the academic publishing world. The percentage of using duplication checking software among publishers is actively growing. The various genres of academic writing, such as dissertations and journal articles, will be first checked by this kind of software in a workflow process. The underlying working principle of this kind of software is word chunk comparison of documents with a vast database. From technical aspects, use of such software is simple, and immediately the check result is provided. This kind of text-based duplication check has previously been almost impossible to conduct by humans. Because of the power of machines, even a bit amount of textual borrowing can be detected. And I am proud that Tindario said when he put my work through the checker to see if it was duplicated or made by some AI system, I was still 90% not that, but it still could have been like 10%. Used an automated service for this, or I copied somebody. So yeah. That's such a UK insult that you're proud. Good job. Okay, since duplication detection software became available, the incidence of plagiarism is exaggeratedly increasing. Ooh, okay, well, they're catching it, yeah. In fact, it is possible to overstate the incidence. Because software alone cannot make a judgment regarding plagiarism, it is critical that a human being interprets the duplication reports and determines whether plagiarism has occurred. But a fair and reasonable analysis by a human being proved too much more time-consuming and not simple. There are a variety of factors that need to be considered. Yeah, this is the thing. And I'm starting to get on board with where I think this paper is going. Basically, you can have the computer tell you that it thinks it's likely that you copied from somewhere else, but you have to reread it. Because a lot of times, words, like, you can reuse sentences. Like, people use sentences over and over again, and so the fact that like one sentence got reused, if it's an inconsequential sentence, then maybe it doesn't matter. Frank says, but if AI is the ruler by which we mean measure, it is bad that you only got a 10% AI result. Yeah, so I mean, but on the other hand, what I'm not telling you is that was one of the best results for anything that got put through that day. So like, I was actually better than everyone else, relatively speaking. A little jiggy with it there, DCI. What is that? A little sneak dance? Okay. Okay, in the field of academic publishing, there is some literature discussing this issue. Let's assume for the sake of argument that most editors in academic publishing simply use such software to identify plagiarism. And simply according to the duplication checking reports generated by such software, editors could reject a manuscript immediately. Infectious repetitus. Is that like your Hogwarts thing with your wand? As such, the incidence of plagiarism is overstated. Yeah, because this is the thing, a lot of false positives. This also demonstrates that editors place their trust and reliance on such software. A duplication checking software company that thinks its logos on websites and publications should help to educate researchers. Obviously, this is a commanding way of making the statement. In a sense, the software AI establishes a criteria to judge the value of papers written by human authors. Editors carry it out. Authors can only accept it. I mean, and the real problem is, of course, is the sort of things on YouTube where they have these algorithms that check if you're reusing someone else's music. So like this is why I have the same music on every time, because this is DMCA free, because if I start using other music, I could get pulled off YouTube, get my channel banned, and then all of Philosophy Roulette would go away on the on YouTube, which would be bad. Viper says, pronounced like hepatitis. Infectious repetitus is a phrase in sentences we pass on. Oh, okay, so that's a fancy way of saying meme, is what you're telling me? Okay. The software AI, with its technological superiority, has changed its role from one that serves the people to one that judges the people. This is the first stage. Dun dun dun. The first stage. Damn it. There. If the trend continues, an AI program will certainly appear to check peer reviewers. Obviously, not all peer reviewers produce good quality reviews. Not all peer reviewers produce good quality reviews. This is such a meta joke in like getting this published in a paper, in a journal. Memes are altered and remixed, repetitions are not. Yeah, but what is there ever a perfect repetition then, Vipers? I guess maybe memes are more changed over time, but if you are saying strictly repeated, that's very, very hard to do. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So, and DCI was like, this is poop. Okay. Or just grow a mustache, create a new channel, and pretend you're somebody completely different. Yeah, but I would lose all my uploads then, Tinderos. If they ban my channel, I'll lose all the uploads. And that would be bad. Oh, what the hell? What the fuck? See if this works. Okay. Yeah, I actually, if you go look back long enough, I had a big old mustache at a certain point. So I'm testing new Stream Deck software, and it's a little bit problematic at times, and so that's why I'm getting distracted. My apologies. Someone linked to Rickson Doc and talk on memes in one of our channels. Yeah. How do you lose them? If I get my channel banned, like if all of a sudden the music that you hear in the background, which is in the background of a lot of my videos, all of a sudden gets like say the guy who made this mix, his name is Dated, is from Ill-Advised Records. Here, this stuff. Just download them. Yeah, do you have any idea how many gigs I'd need to go download them and like, you know, do that? But I really don't want to have to just go buy another hard drive and do that. I could do that. I haven't done that though. So let's say Ill-Advised Records gets bought out by a major corporation. They decide that they don't want people just playing their music. Since this music is in all of my fucking videos, all of them could get banned from YouTube. And I don't know if they would delete them, if I'd have access to them anymore, who knows. But like if I would have to go and download, what is this, 464 videos off YouTube, because assuming everything but this one, and a lot of them being like hours long, you have any idea how many hours of fucking, like how many gigs of space that would take up? That is a huge amount of stuff. So it's like, this was part of the thing when I started Philosophy Roulette. I was like, I was going to download them. I realized I would need hard drive after hard drive if I was going to back this up personally. So what I did was I just put everything immediately on YouTube and let them back it up. And if they fuck it up, well, then so be it. But that's all it is. I am not in the TKF. If not, then you should be. I mean, if someone wants to volunteer me to do it, maybe, but like, yeah, maybe. I don't know what's actually required of them, but yeah, the knowledge fellowship. No, I know what it is, but like, if like you have to be like recommended to be in it, I know Shane is. But yeah, like, do they like provide backup services? Hmm. And I always feel weird about like doing like academic stuff. I'm always like, fuck that shit. Yeah, I know I meet at least the backup requirements easy. I called it the TKF. With the knowledge fellowship, isn't it? Isn't that it? Isn't that what it's called? Vipers? I don't understand. Is a TKF something else? Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Oh, the? Okay, fine. You got a the. I like it. Doesn't matter. Anywho, yeah, like it'd be one of those things. Like I generally don't volunteer like for marketing. I should probably do more marketing, but like get my stuff out there. But still, whatever. Yeah, it's something I'd consider. Anyway, back to this little paper here. Don't editors need a software to educate their peer reviewers? Indeed, this is already happening. A software has been used by academic publishers to handle the peer review process. So Frontier Communications in 2020, this is happening to them. Most of them barely stream last time you checked. Well, I am very, very persistent, and I have continued to do this over years. So I'm sure a lot of people get on the TKF, but then they don't, they eventually, they get busy. It happens. A lot of streamers, streamed during the pandemic, and then they dropped off because, you get busy. It happens. Okay, so this is the second stage when we have machines to train people. You want a Nogre t-shirt? I mean, I think I have. Well, I don't have anything that says my name on it. Although, actually, you can get a Nogre t-shirt from the Waltiverse. You have a quote from mine that Walt put on a shirt. I have it. And underpants? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, philosophy roulette based stuff? Maybe. And a Paris body pillow. Well, there we go. You just get all of like the nerds. Yeah. Speaking of. Everyone should go follow all the people on this list if you don't already. Aris, of course, is in chat. He's one of the mods here. Agni is Evolve Yourself TV. We were just discussing him. I saw a few of you guys over there just the other night. Then there's Ask a Philosopher. They stream like once a month, if that, nowadays. But like they do a group chat of philosophy. Ivan Neo, most of you guys know, he talks about science and rationality. Then on the more social side, sociology side, you've got Anne Fernal and Shane. Kali Oxenfree, she should be back soon. She's a linguistics streamer. She, a weekend warrior. She streams on like Sundays. But for like the technical people out there, you might want to go talk some linguistics. You might find it interesting. And of course, Lumpy Dragon Potato. You just want my face? Like a big old, like, my face on a shirt? Okay. Yeah, so, but, like, keep in mind, a lot of content out there, and these are good people, and these people do stream, so. Although Agni was off for a little bit, and he seems like he's getting back into it. Alrighty. That Aris body pillow would be coveted. I wonder if, like, there is some sort of way of doing that. Like a body pillow that you could put, like, a picture on. Yeah. You just want my face. I've said this before. I don't really have any control once my picture, like, from here goes out to you. So whatever you were doing with my picture on that side, as long as you're like, like selling it or like doing something that would cause me harm in the long run, like if you're, defaming me or something, have whatever fun you want with my, like, streams. Just, yeah. You've given up on the floppy Jimmy pillow, but I told him what you would do with it. Okay. So it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't want to, like, if you want to have your fun, I don't want to yuck your yum. That's the thing. Yeah, so that's the thing. You can have dibs, but, like, that's the thing. I don't want to be like, you can't do that. Like, everyone, if, like, you have, like, dreams of something, go ahead. Like, as long as it doesn't, like, fuck up my stream, it's fine. Have your fun. And, it's like, I'm in less danger of, like, problems because I'm not a pretty woman. Mostly pretty women have more problems, but, guys have these issues too. Like, people come in, start hitting on them, it gets inappropriate, it's not cool. It's like, yeah, I know, but, like, it could cause a problem. It's just I'm less danger of that, I feel. It hasn't been a problem yet. Although, I have had people say a few awkward things at times. Yeah, Uh, yeah. Well, I try to have a chill stream. I was talking to, I was in someone else's chat, and they said they'd come and watched one of my streams, and I was like, yay! And they hadn't chatted or nothing, and I was like, yeah, you came, and it's like they were like, yeah, it's really chill. I'm like, good. It's like, I just want to like, people should be able to enjoy themselves. And like, I just want people to like hear what philosophy is and learn something about it. I was talking about Prof. Lar said he has a similar opinion on this. The idea that you can go on stream and like talk some academic philosophy, it's like so people can see what it is. Like that's good. That's a good thing. So people can find out. And so it's like whatever you want to get out of it. It's like it's cool. It's like I also like I said, I never look at the chatter list, like who's in chat. I don't know who's in chat. If you're talking, cool. If not, it's cool too. But like if you want to come and lurk, fine. Okay, so yeah, as they said, if they're having now AI software train the reviewers, this is the second stage, they're calling that, where we have AI overlords telling us what it is to do good work. Then, as a matter of course, the third stage is the replacement of editors by a software. In academic publishing, this has not happened yet, but an AI editor has edited an issue of a popular magazine. Okay, yeah, so you could have like a choice of you can have like an editor like, you know, pick what is good to put out there. In science fiction stories about machines ruling humanity, there is no detailed steps of how machines take over the rulership. I could not imagine how it would happen before. A tool that is who's the oh screw you. Fucking Uber sending me messages. It's completely rude. A tool that is completely under human control cannot be a ruler. Given the trend of reliance on machines in publishing field, now I believe it is possible to happen. With the 3 steps mentioned above, machines would take over human intellectual work naturally. The replacement of intellectual work by machines represents that machines have completely accomplished the control over humanity. Okay, so this is basically what's it called? That movie with the cute robots? What's that thing called? WALL-E. We're getting into the WALL-E stage here. Let's get back to the point though. The author says, people would absolutely trust the powerful machines. Thus, this occurs as a result of the choice of mankind itself. I write this paper to ask people in academic circles to pay attention to this trend. The increasing reliance of editors towards machines is worrying. What editors do today will determine the fate of humanity in the future. In fact, in 2019, it was reported in the news that in the Amazon company, one of the most influential economic and cultural forces in the world, an AI system could independently make decisions to fire its workers based on the AI's own judgment of the productivity rate of each individual. The machine boss has come. Yeah, exactly. It's WALL-E. What's up, Lumpy? See, this is what this person's argued. They've argued that WALL-E has come into academia, and once WALL-E is in academia, then who is really doing the research anymore, like doing the actual thinking? So not just like the governance, but like once you have AI doing the thinking of like the journal editors, then you have a problem because then people aren't thinking anymore. Head pats to Muffins. Okay, sorry about that, Muffin. Hope everything's like can relax, you know, chill out at the end of the day, take it easy. Frank says, but like having cars has trained us to use cars, and now we almost all have to use cars. Do we describe it as cars ruling over us? Well, we do actually have problems that we want to get away from it. Like we want walkable cities. New York is having a problem nowadays where we're trying to actually put in congestion pricing to force, like to put an artificial economic thing to people to get people away from using cars. So that is a problem. What's up, Crest QT? You finally caught a stream. Well, welcome in. Oh, I've been nominated for TKF. Okay, thank you. It's not quite wrong, but like, yeah, it's not exactly right either. We kind of do become a slave to our tools, which is fair. But I think the point that was the point of WALL-E. It was that if we delegate all the sort of the command things to the machines, then we are basically just at the whims of the the machine. Same with like Alien, the movie Alien, where you've got the robots in control that make the decisions. Now, the only wrinkle this author provided, I think, is that they're saying you're doing it in the journal research area, so that once the editors of the research journals are getting taken over, then we won't even know what our own research is doing, because it will be governed by artificial intelligence. And they're saying that's a new problem, because that would be the last bastion of like human intelligence getting taken over by AI. Now, is this feasible? Like, won't there still need to be people sort of like reading it and finding it interesting? I don't know. Like, yeah. You're a slave to your tool. Frank says, I bet AI in this paper sense are less cruel masters than capitalists. I wouldn't bet that. Who knows? Yeah, I don't trust like random machines any more than I trust capitalists. Because like, remember who's programming the machines. Do you think it's non-capitalist? Do you think you're getting socialist programmers? Or do you think you're getting capitalist AI governance at the moment? Is Microsoft, is Facebook, is Google, is Amazon, are these non-capitalist people? You think who's programming these things? It ain't the socialists. So why would you think that the AIs that they're programming are somehow going to be better than the capitalists themselves? Or are they going to be even more ruthless? You has a weird thing? Oh. Well, they have pills for that, Lumpy. So, yeah. Okay, so let's give this a little review. I mean, again, this was maybe 3 pages because it's just this one double thing. But as always, everyone in chat is welcome to review the paper. This will then, you have been informed that keto pussy is a thing. I have no idea what that is. So that's interesting, but I have no idea what that is. Okay, so everyone here, just use the, if you have Better TTV installed, you can see the emotes in chat. If not, whatever. You can just use the, on the right side all the way far, not the names here, but all the way over. You type those in and then you get the, it'll be recorded for all time. Frank says the AI capitalists make to rule will be more that we make to rule will be more ruthless. The AI capitalists make to check on plagiarism will be less ruthless. Yeah, I mean, if you're just checking that stuff, then yeah. So Frank says nay, it's not good. Okay, too much technology here. Unfortunately, CrestQT, I only record the emotes you see above and the ones people are using. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be with chat on this one. This one basically is rehashing Wall-E. The only wrinkle they added was, oh, okay, what if you talk about research? But that's basically about the same thing. I only record my emotes because I own them, and I don't want to use other people's emotes because, well, that's their art and I don't have rights to it. They have granted the use of emotes on Twitch. That doesn't mean they've granted me the use of their emotes on my website I use for reviewing stuff. Muffin informed me and said, if you know anyone, I was like, my sister does keto. Oh God. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. So we're going to give this a, I'm not going to give it a nay. If you want to read it, it's fine, but I'm going to give it a nog turd. Well, was this all style, no substance, or, no, we're going to give this a nog grapes. I'm with Vipers on this. This is nog grapes because basically this claim that it is a ruler, not a helper, like, it's not that interesting, though. So we're going to get 2 nog grapes on this one. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't talk about your sister's vagina. Just maybe. And yeah, so it's a split between the poops and the grapes. Because basically, they tried to make it sound like this paper was like, oh, something important is going to happen here, and then it all shriveled up. I wasn't that impressed with the argumentation, and that's why I'm going with the grapes over the golden poo. Golden poo is more for shiny stuff. I didn't even think this was shiny. Aris does keto. I wonder, like, Aris keto bussy. Ooh. There we go.